Hey, so I've made 31 custom Michelangelos so far, and this last one I made last week was from the 2012 series, but it's the actual figure I bought back in 2012. So we're going to start with him. I just recently painted him, so that's 2012 Mikey. So now we go from the most recent to the most furthest away, the oldest one, this one. So this is the XL 2012 figure, and I made these guys, well, him and his brothers, before the show started, but all the other ones have been an episode of the show. And I'm starting with him first because he's the biggest, and we'll get him in place. And next, he's the second biggest of these guys. I was thinking of which order, go to oldest or newest or collection or size. It's gonna be mostly size because I have to position them all somehow. So this is Mikey Myers. I made him this last October, and I think the video came out a day before Halloween. Inspired by the 1987 series figures, the Sewer Slashers line. And I had used a Michael Myers from NECA and a Michelangelo, a knockoff Michelangelo, the NECA figures. Next, we have the clone Michelangelo from Tournament Fighters, the old classic video game. And I made him out of the 6-inch Playmates figure. Now we have one of my many last Ronin figures. This one is issue 3 or issue 4. They released the preview, and there's a picture of him sitting down without the jacket, just the overalls, and he's all bandaged up. This is a fairly recent one, a few months ago, and it's the classic Mirage NECA figure, but it was a knockoff, and I just painted it to try to make it look like an actual NECA figure, or better, ideally. That's 2003 Michelangelo. Just did a basic black wash on him, bring out some details, a little too much in the mouth, and I gave him new belt and made nunchucks. We have another 2003 figure. This one I used to make the last Ronin. This is the second last Ronin I made. Got a lot of weapons. It's ready for battle. Made all of them. Well, not all of them. Some of them I just painted. This is the Playmates last Ronin, and I repainted him and took his hood off. Well, put his hood back so you could see his head, because there was a lot of detail on his head that was hidden by the hood. And I think I just made the bow staff and repainted everything else. And the first last Ronin figure I made out of a 2012 Michelangelo. And this was the video that really kicked off my channel. Before that, I was doing all kinds of different stuff, not just TMNT. This is a Rappin' Mikey from the 87 series. I got him used. I get a lot of used figures when I can, and I try to use those to make these. So he was missing the sticker. I repainted, I put on the clock, I gave him a record and a needle in the record player, repainted everything for him. This is the Turtle Titan from the 2003 series. I got him, he was all beat up, and I gave him a new cape, and I repainted him and gave him a rope with a hook and a turtle shell shield. That was the shell of like Lego figure. Yeah, I really like this guy. So in the used TMNT figure lots that I get, there are a lot of McDonald's toys, and out of all of them, I thought this was the coolest ones to customize. So that's like Space Mikey from the 2012 series, Happy Meal toy. And this is a newer toy line, Best Action. It's a street style Michelangelo, but I gave him pants and a hat because he was just wearing a jacket, so I thought make him better. But these were the best 1987 ones that they came out with. They got the colors right. I think they're pretty dope. He's got a Walkman. This is an IDW Mikey that I made years ago out of a knockoff 2012 figure. So he's based on the IDW comics, and this was way before Best Action started making the IDW comics figures. So as soon as they did, I got them and I customized this one. But now they're like rebooting or soft rebooting. They just changed up the artists and the writers, but they're going to continue the continuity, which is good because I made a lot of figures from there. Also from the IDW comics, this is Clone Michelangelo. He has swords, not nunchucks, because he's a clone and he likes swords. It's from the Armageddon game storyline. Now I have some that I made just from my imagination. This is the Turtle Torch, so he's Michelangelo as the Human Torch. So I used a 3D pen to make the fire on him, and I painted him to look like the Human Torch, but the Turtle Torch. because he's a turtle. And that's not the only Marvel character I made with Mikey. They're both out of 2003 Michelangelos, but this is Moon Mike, so he's like Moon Knight, but Moon Mike. He's got a moon with an M for his logo. This is a 2003 Mikey that I made into Frankenstein, inspired by the Universal Monster TMNT lines. I did him like more of a fun Frankenstein, like he's wearing a costume. He's happy to be dressed as Frankenstein, but it was like a cyclist Michelangelo figure, so he already had the shell knee pads and elbow pads and yellow shirt on. He had shoes, so I turned them into toes. And then another kind of Universal Monster inspired one. This is the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and I made him out of one of the Michael Bay movies toy lines, because he already looked like the Hunchback. Comes with a limp, so I thought this was perfect for him. I'm running out of space. I have a lot more to go. Not a lot, maybe 10. And maybe my favorite Michelangelo that I made is from the Same as It Never Was, from the 2003 series. This is a knockoff movie star turtle Michelangelo that I repainted and made new nunchucks for. Now we're going to get into the 2012 series. This is a black and white Mikey that was probably one of my first 10 videos. This is an all black Mikey, but I did them like painted turtles. I don't know why I didn't color the mask. I don't remember, probably being lazy. And you can't really see, but he's got orange in his plastron, because painted turtles, they're really dark, but then they have a lot of colors in their shell. So I had the white one, so I thought I'll do a black one, but I want to make it different, not just paint him black and that's it. Another one of my favorites, this is Mutant Apocalypse Mikey. That's from the Tales of the TMNT. And then we have Super Ninja Mikey, also from the 2012 series. We've got Werewolf Mikey from the 2012 series. He's dressed as Teen Wolf Mikey. So I repainted him, gave him the proper colors of Teen Wolf, sunglasses, added some extra fur. I have Mystic Michelangelo. So Playmates made a version of this guy, but I made this from this base figure and made everything myself, all the armor and stuff. Of all the different lines that they did come out with, because they made the Super Ninja as well, those were dope, but these ones were the only ones that I didn't buy because I thought some of them kind of looked pretty weird. Now we go to the most recent version of the Ninja Turtles. It's a black and white Mutant Mayhem custom with the red bandana, so going back to the original comics with that one. And then the basic Michelangelo that I repainted and customized, made the shell match. So those are the 31 Michelangelos I've made so far. Let me know which one's your favorite. I think I said mine was the Same as It Never Was, but there are a lot that I really love. I'm going to get back to customizing the 2012 Turtles, and if you like this, I'll do another one for Leo, Donnie, and Raph. And until next time, remember, always keep your head up. Peace.